So welcome everyone. We got some very valuable and very special VIP guests today, and I'll be your host, and my co-host will be Kay.
What's going on, everybody? I am tuning into the Kaloscope AMA with Aradina, so we're going to go ahead and tune right over to Twitter and get this party started. And yeah, so let me go ahead and swap over the screen real quick.
It comes on, and after that, I'll hop straight into it. All right.
What's up, Kirk? What's up, Aradina?
Hey, Dozer.
What's
Hey
going
man,
on, man?
how's it going?
What's going on? Happy to have you guys here, man.
It's good to be here, man.
I see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd, man. Thanks for showing up, fam.
Yeah, I see a lot of people on here.
I see a lot of our regular supporters like Claritza, Maritza, Scorpion, Venkatesh, and Enon Tour. List goes on, man. Let's see Orion. There's a lot of BB fam in the house, man. It's cool, man. I like it.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
sound good.
Cool. Yeah, hopefully Twitter doesn't rug pull me again.
What's up, Kay?
Good. We got Venkatesh is here as well. That's good. I think a lot of people joined partly because of the Epico announcement. I think we could maybe touch a little bit on that.
Well, we'll go through as we've got a program, so I'll host and we'll guide through every bit. So no worries. So let me just start with again. Thank you everyone for coming on to this space. I just wanted to introduce everybody to like the rest of the team, especially if you're new in our project. So my name is Kirk. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Kaloscope. So I started this sort of venture with just an idea wherein, like what kind of impact I can produce for the NFT space, and together with the rest of the team, with Kay, John. So Kay is our chief chief technology innovation officer. So he deals with a lot of the innovative side of Kaloscope. We have John, who is our lead developer. He does a lot of the programming of for the backend for smart contracts. Omi Goddess is our CMO for marketing. Dozer is our head of strategic partnerships. We have Athena as well, who's our project manager. But she'll come on in a bit just to come and listen. And we have Ryan, who's our head of corporate support. And we have a few other people joining up at the moment. Our CTO, Christian, is also coming on board in a bit. He's just in a meeting right now. But yeah, that's everybody. So maybe that we'll go around just a quick to maybe like 30-second the explanation of what you guys do. So maybe Kay, you can start, and then the others can just hop in what you do inside Kaloscope.
Yeah, sure. So most people already know me already, just because I've got a YouTube channel. I'm quite active in the VB Economy community. So yeah, I'm the CTIO, Chief Technology Innovation Officer. Basically, my role is I essentially understand how the technology works, so I'm able to kind of create like user scope stories for the developers. And with that, I can kind of look at existing technology, how we can leverage it, come up with drafts, even develop a few things, and then the development team can kind of refine it and kind of implement it as well. So we've been discussing a lot of ideas, some that hopefully we can disclose in this AMA as well, just so you guys get a better idea of exactly what we're building towards. But yeah, that's myself.
Thank you, Kay. Omi Goddess or Hera.
Hi, I'm Hera, and everybody knows me as Omi Goddess in the Twitter community. I'm very active in the VB community. I am the Chief Marketing Officer for Kaloscope. I oversee all the social media and help pick partnerships. I have experience in branding, advertising, and product promotion, and I am super excited. This is our third AMA.
Awesome, awesome. Mr. John, are you there?
Yeah, I am there. Hello, guys. So I'm John. I'm the lead developer for Kaloscope. What I do is I write all the smart contracts and all the NFTs and a lot of all the back end sort of work and plumbing that happens behind the scenes. And also, I'll also be writing and deploying the contracts for our future drops as well. So stay tuned from them as well.
Awesome. And Mr. Dozer?
What is up, Cala Squad? I'm Dozer, your favorite comic book guru, the YouTuber. A lot of you guys know. Love seeing VV Fam and Cala Squad in here. I'm actually head of partnerships, so I'm gonna be helping Kirk find partnerships with other NFTs, and I've already been reaching out to a lot of well-known NFT projects on OpenSea, and a lot of them are interested in working with us. So once after the successful partnership with Aradina, Kirk here made me head of partnerships, and I'm already working on a lot of other projects behind the scenes, and I'll also be the comic book writer for Kaloscope. So me and Kirk are already working on comic stories on the back end, and I'm one of the comic book writers for Aradina, and that's kind of how I formed that partnership. Working on both teams.
Thank you, Dozer. So you got a lot to look forward to, guys. So much more. But just to explain a little bit about Kaloscope and what it is. So it's a social metaverse platform where you're able to sort of project, interact, and sort of socialize within your platform in your NFTs through your phone in AR, VR, and XR. So Kaloscope will offer themed showrooms and establish a digital economy where users are rewarded for interacting on the platform. So almost like this play to earn aspect, but then at the same time you have a bit of a social media aspect as well. So we have different features such as quests, different aspects such as like morphing, crafting, and a lot of different other tools. So think of it as like a virtual world, and working with different NFT projects, we can almost like bridge metaverses between each other from different projects and creating this one platform where other people can interact. So yeah, just to move on to the community updates since 2021. I just want to wrap up what happened last year. So around Q3 last year, we had an ideation where we wanted to come up with just a basic beta version of the app. And you probably, if you guys follow us for a while, we did a demo launch in Dubai. Had a really good feedback from the sort of NFT and crypto community in the Dubai Crypto Expo Dubai, and through our partners Colossal Bit and our CTO Christian, we managed to win one of the top projects for that event. And from that journey, over the last few months, we were solidifying the team formation and making sure that everybody knows their roles. And after that, we started engaging with the community a lot more by introducing the diamond and gold passes. So for those who are not aware, we are actually doing a 48-hour sale, and it's already available right now on OpenSea. So if you check on OpenSea and check out the recent uploads, there should be NFTs for diamond and gold passes that are available on sale right now. We've also released our basic roadmap for Q1 this year. Some partnerships we announced, such as Wall Street Studios, Argentix, we're working on some game development, and a few other partnerships that we're going to be revealed over the next few weeks. But to start and to kick things off in 2022, we did a new rebranding of the logo. And just to also give you a bit of a scope for the future, Kaloscope is just like, let's say, a project. It'll be a lot bigger from where it is, but it starts with this one project that we're going to expand into, and we have a broader vision from what we're planning to do. So, so sit tight. We're going to be showcasing a lot more. Okay, so let's begin. 2022, Mr. Dozer, if you can help me, I wanted to introduce our friends from Aradina, who's our first partners for this Genesis sale in the next few weeks. So we have Mr. Tom, who's who's a co-founder of Aradina. And Dozer, if you can just come on, please.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I'm super thankful we got Tom and Aradina here with us today. First of all, I love their project. I mean, if you guys haven't checked them out on OpenSea, they're an amazing project. I mean, they're one of the few, medieval-based, fantasy-based NFT projects on OpenSea, and it's awesome. So, I mean, if you guys like, World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings, Skyrim, I mean, that's the kind of Dungeons and Dragons. It's the type of feel that project has, and the game they're developing looks amazing. Like, I mean, right now I know they're going to start their tokens and staking on January 31st. The game looks amazing. It's going to be like a strategy game, like Civilization or like Catan. So, I mean, I was super excited to work with them. They found out about me through my YouTube, and as I talked more and more to Tom, I told him, hey, I'm like, Vivi's killing it with comic books. I'm like, why don't we bring comic books to Aradina? So he actually told me, he's like, yeah, why don't I bring you on as our comic book advisor? And as time went on, he's like, can you write stories? And I told him, yeah, absolutely. I'll write a script and we'll come out with it. So we wrote our first script. We all liked it. And we turned it into the comic book drop, which was super successful. I mean, we only minted 100 of them. And within minutes, they sold out. The second issue sold out even faster. So, I mean, just the fact that we're bringing the lore to life through comic book fashion with myself and the rest of the comic team has been just a massive success. I mean, it's going to be, and the fact that the comic book now is actually going to give gaming utilities to people playing the game later. So, I mean, I'm going to let Tom here explain so tell us, Tom, what is Aradina, man? Go ahead and tell everybody here.
Well, hi everyone. Thanks so much for having me. We don't get out much to do many AMAs, so yeah, so it's actually nice to speak to a wider community. So yeah, I guess first question was, what is Aradina? So we're three mates from uni, just like massive Total War, Civ, Skyrim, Age of Empire fans. We actually started this last year in about May, June time. We were at a pub watching England play Ukraine in the European Cup. And the Sakaja, our CTO, sort of was chewing our ear off about NFTs and sort of like showing us Bored Apes, showing us all the projects launching, like doing all this. And we woke up the next day and pretty much just got straight to work. We just built upon what we knew and what we loved, and what we'd grown up playing. And we were just like, yeah, we landed on this artwork super quickly, and yeah, just got to work. So then eventually, we decided on 8,000 warrior NFTs, which are all going to be gamified. So if you check us out on OpenSea, you can see all of our stats and everything, which is like you'll see the attack stats, defense stats. So they sold out in August, 10th of August, in about 13 minutes, 8,000. Yeah, as Daisy was saying, since then we've launched 200 comic books, so 2 issues of comics. First issue sold out in 15 minutes, second in like 3 minutes, and we're planning on another 5 this season for those. Since then as well, we've given away as a free mint 5,200 women of Aradina to the wider community. I've had some mad sales on those, like 8 ETH, 10 ETH. And the team has just grown massively. So it's us 3 founders. We have my little brother actually works for us. He finished university and came straight to work for us. A few other internal members of staff. They're all based around sort of marketing, business development. We have the game studio, which will be announced. We are hoping, well, I'm pretty certain the game studio is going to be announced this week. So yeah, I mean, that's huge for our community. I know they're all super excited. We have a huge blockchain team. We have a huge VC coming in, which is sort of like on the tip of everyone's tongues at the moment in our community. The legal paperwork is just being signed off for that, so we're soon to announce that as well. They're announced to be a huge player in the game. We've got comic book writers, so we've got Dozer writing for us. We've got Rye Guy and Lost Prince. Huge shout out to those guys, are very talented comic book writers who are also helping us with, well, all of you are helping us with massive aspects of the lore surrounding the games. That's obviously huge for us. And then just like a vast network of artists all working on different aspects of the comics, the games, the 2D art. But yeah, as Dozer was saying as well, we're developing a really complex play-to-earn game. The game studio we're sort of in the very midst of pre-production with that, which is unbelievably exciting at the moment. we're sort of firm believers in taking our time with this. We know the games that are going to sort of stand the test of time in this space are actually going to be good games, not just sort of your, I don't know, sort of auto battlers. So we're wanting to produce a game that we actually find fun to play. And we've got a token coming up, a token release. So our game is going to be play to earn. So there'll be an in-game token which will be rewarded to players. The staking actually goes live for the community tomorrow night. So if you haven't got a warrior yet, go and grab one. That all happens automatically as well. You just have to sign on to our, like, log in for your MetaMask on our website. You'll be able to claim allocation to our token. Yeah, I mean, I have just literally done probably a few minute monologue on what's been going on, and I'm sure I've missed a few things out. But yeah, if you got any more sort of like questions about that, Dozer. But
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
absolutely.
missing something.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, I mean, dude, like you're a legend, man. Like, I see what you're creating behind the scenes, and it's kind of funny, man, because Kirk sought me out very early, man, very early on my YouTube career. I probably had like 500 subscribers when Kirk reached out. He told me, "I love your videos, man. We need to start chatting." And we started, you know, I started helping him build Kaloscope behind the scenes with Kay. I mean, we're a very early team. So by the time I got to know Tom, and by the time I started working on the comic team with Ryga and Lost Prince, and, you know, I got to know the guys more often, I told Kirk, I'm like, dude, like, I don't care what other NFT projects you want to go with. We need to start with Aradina. Like, you need to see everything I'm seeing behind the scenes, their concept arts, everything. I'm like, this is a special project. So, you know, working with Kirk and working with Tom, just being that guy on both teams, I finally got these two legends to meet each other. And dude, they hit it off, and they decided to partner up with the new drop we're coming. And I mean, we got amazing things coming for both projects. So I mean, I freaking love about the partnership. So I mean, why don't you tell us about that partnership, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, it was very, very quick. I was pretty much sold on. I was sold almost first meeting. I know you gave me sort of like a little alpha demo of the app, and alpha demo of the things you've been building, and just sort of, I mean, I couldn't have been bought over more quickly, to be honest. So, and I think our two projects they lend quite well. Like we had a lot of artwork and lore based around what we had created, and yeah, those was a huge help, and obviously portraying that to Kaloscope. And I mean, the speed in which you got those great, I'm just having a look at them now, the speed in which you got the Great Hall, the Great Hall models over to us, I was just blown away. So yeah, I mean, it was in the space of a couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, Tom, because Kirk bought the Aradina first comic. He bought one. He landed Epic, and I told him, bro, the gold cover, there's only 5 of those. You landed one of the best ones, and he loved the cover so much that's when he started working behind the scenes on the showroom. Because if you look at the portal we got, it's very similar to the cover of our first comic in Aradina, man, which I thought was super, super cool, man. So I mean, like, what are your thoughts about that? What do you think of the showroom and the portal, man? Like, I mean, because we're already bringing your world to life with the comic books, and now I think this is going to add to that, bringing it to life before the game.
Yeah, I mean, I was absolutely blown away. I think I loved our first issue comic book cover. I was in love with, like, the first time I saw it, and then you guys just turned it 3D, and yeah, it was absolutely insane. I mean, it's a little bit business and nerdy, but we've been going through our, like, analytics from for our tweets, and I'm pretty sure the, like, analytics from the Aradina Kaloscope, like, partnership tweet with the pitch to the Great Hall have been, like, by far one of our best performing tweets. So I mean, I love it, and now I know the community does as well, which is insane. And yeah, big up Kirk for getting an epic first edition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
did.
I told Dozer about it because I had like 2 minutes left till the actual drop time, and then after that I wanted to go and buy it. I clicked on buy, and then I lost $200 on the gas fees, and and I said, "Is this even working?" So I clicked on the buy again, and I managed to get the comic book. I said, "No, I need to have FA Dozer comic book." So I bought one, and I said, "Hey, I got one." I thought they were all the same rarities. And then he told me it was epic. I thought they were all epic.
I
Now
had
they're good.
explained to Kirk that only 5 of those exist, man, and I'm like, dude, this is worth like 2 ETH on OpenSea right now, bro.
Yeah. I mean, they've been huge performers. We actually delayed our issue 3 launch just until we've got some more information out about the VC and the game studio. So I know the community are super excited to hear about that. But yeah, the comics have been well, definitely a labor of love. Like that's been my little baby working with the art studio and with the writers, and yeah, I think we've created something really cool. I'm excited to see what Kaloscope does with comic books. So that sounds really interesting. I've not spoken to you guys much about that.
Yeah, we're doing. I mean, we're gonna do a similar thing to what we're doing, Tom. I mean, we're gonna kind of. I'm helping Kirk write a story, but we want to build our lore and show it in comic book fashion at some point. So I mean, I've had so much fun with you and the rest of the team of Aradina with Ryguy Lost Prince, and I'm like, dude, like I need to do something like this for Kaloscope, and Kirk's loving that idea too. So I mean, I'm like Kirk, and I'm like Tom. I'm insanely excited for our future and everything we got going. But you specifically, Tom, I know we got so much stuff coming for your project, my project. Out of all the things that we're talking about, what are you most excited about for this partnership specifically?
I'm excited for like the Aradinas to see it and then hopefully get to use it. I mean, the artwork that you guys are creating, they are like truly innovative spaces. They're some of the best like 3D spaces which I've seen in the space anyway. And then to like tailor it to our project, which I'm obviously I live and breathe, is just yeah. I mean, it's tremendously exciting. Um, yeah, there's just nothing as detailed in my opinion in sort of like the metaverse space, and that I mean it just it's so cool to see the massive Aradina logo right in the center, and for you guys to sort of take our vision from the comic books and just turn it into like this insane reality. I really hope that our community can get on board with what Kaloscope's doing. So I do think what you're doing is insanely innovative. And yeah, I think I mean, Kaloscope are also doing some other very exciting stuff. Kirk's told me all about like what you were doing in Dubai. I mean, you'll have to like refresh my memory on that, but I remember at the time thinking that was really cool. But yeah, I just have a lot of faith in the delivery that like of quality which you guys are doing. Having been shown the demos of the mobile app and all of that, I'm really excited to see what you go forward with and what it's like properly produced, and if it looks, yeah, I mean, I'm almost certain it's going to look as cool as what it does in sort of the standing images. So I mean, I'm looking forward to buying one, to be honest.
You know what's funny, Tom? Like, you know me, man. I'm always on your Discord. I'm always talking to other warriors. You know, I'm like #1 Aradina fanboy. Like, I love it, dude. Like, I love your project. I mean, if you look at my MetaMask, it's loaded with warriors, man. I've been like, it's funny. I'll look at other projects, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, that looks cool, but I'm like, I'm just gonna buy another warrior. So I mean, the thing is, when I'm talking to my buddies and I'm like, dude, check these out, it doesn't look as cool when I'm showing it on a MetaMask. By doing this, I'm gonna have some cool method of showing them my warriors on the phone through a showroom. I mean, it's just gonna look better. Like if you're gonna show off a really cool NFT that's worth like 1 or 2 ETH, like like a top 100 warrior, something like a gold background. Like I wanted to, like me and Kirk wanted to bring something worthy of showing, like that showroom. I mean, they're gonna look so much different inside your showroom opposed to just inside your MetaMask. And I got to give you guys a big shout out, man. I was so proud of you and the rest of the team, dude. When I saw you guys cracked the top 10 on OpenSea, I think you guys were top 10 for a couple hours. The women of Aradina cracked the top 10. I know you guys tweeted that. Like, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's pretty incredible what the women were given away as a free mint. So like anyone who held a warrior, you could just you just went onto our website and you could mint them completely for free. And since then, I mean, our secondary volume on those is nearing 100 ETH, and we've had some crazy sales like 10 ETH, 8 ETH, and yeah, I mean, just with the announcement of a partnership with Knights of Degen, another project that we're sort of partnering with, like they did a big floor sweep of our women, getting their value up to this almost the same price as the male warriors of Aradina. Yeah, I mean, it's just like really exciting to give that value back to the community. Having they've been as loyal as a community comes, really. They also live and breathe Aradina, which is like insane to have built something like this, and to give them sort of value for backing us is such a great feeling. So yeah, I mean, getting that top 10, I think it was only for like a couple of hours because obviously we are a relatively small project, but we've been building hard from the back end, and now in a great position to moon. So it's just great to finally see like that value being given back to the community. So yeah, very, very exciting.
Yeah, I was really proud of you guys, man, because like you said, we're a smaller project, so seeing you guys just crack the top 10, even if it was for a couple hours, was awesome. I mean, I believed in you guys from day one because I mean we had so many NFT projects that promised so many things, but a lot of them on OpenSea didn't deliver. You guys actually delivered, man. I mean, you guys have like super high integrity. You guys always give the community what they want. You guys gave away an entire free mint of female warriors to holders, which I thought was awesome, and it paid off because I mean people like myself and other guys in the community, we run to buy like a cool looking female when we see them on OpenSea. I mean, some of these females are selling for the same as the Genesis Warriors, which is amazing. So, I mean, you guys didn't just talk about a comic book; you guys made a comic book. Like you guys started work on it probably like a couple weeks after we even just talked and discussed the idea. I mean, you guys haven't just talked; you guys have been delivering, and that's why we're proud to work with you guys. And I was proud for you guys to crack the top 10, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate that, man. Means a lot. But yeah, I mean, this hopefully this partnership absolutely skyrockets, goes into the future, and both projects can just absolutely kill it. So I think we're delivering some really, really cool content. We have heaps of utility, and yeah, I believe in both projects heavily.
Yeah, but thanks, dude. Thanks for joining us, Tom. Man, like honestly, like we were super happy that you're gonna join us, and tell our community, the Kaloscope community, and the Aradina community what we're working on, just so they have an idea and they hear it from you too. So I'm gonna pass it on to Kirkman. You got any closing words for Tom before
Sure.
we move on?
No, Tom, thank you so much for believing in us. And of course, we're going to deliver as best as we can for the community. So, just also to sum up a little bit to the rest of the people who just came in, so we partner up with Aradina to produce a virtual space based off of their IP. So, just imagine a virtual world where it's based off the Aradina lore through the the written lore made by Dozer, and through that lore we created the what we call the Kaloscope. The Aradina throne room, and just imagine a space where you can somehow connect to your non-custodial wallet like a MetaMask, and then you can then put your NFTs inside that virtual space and interact with it, like resizing it, shaping it, maybe even having your 3D warriors stand right next to the throne. So it's quite like a cool little space where you can also invite your friends, a little bit more social. And the space itself is an NFT. The virtual room itself is an NFT, where you can store NFTs within that NFT. So it's a very, very crazy concept. And like explaining as well about the front cover of the Aradina comic book, we then turned that into a virtual portal as well. So imagine like a virtual portal that is detached from your room. And however, you can basically, this portal is like the gateway or the entrance to your space. And then you can then take that portal and then put it in another space or maybe another themed room. So the portal is an NFT, the space is an NFT, and you can then store, project, interact, and socialize within this within this space as an NFT. And this is like the cocktail mixture that we created to have like a little what you call like a metaverse in your pocket. So that's basically it. So Tom, thank you so much, man. Much love to you guys and your project. More power to you.
Dude, pleasure. Thank you so much for having me up. And yeah, I'm sure we'll catch up very soon to talk more.
No worries. Bye,
Nice
guys.
one. Bye bye.
So, guys, thanks for sticking on. I've just had a message from the team. So, if you guys haven't heard about it yet, but we've sold a couple of diamond and gold passes already. So, if you haven't checked out our OpenSea sales, just grab one if you can, because this is just going to sell out. There's a lot of utility to the passes. I just want to invite Hera to come on to talk about the giveaway announcement before I talk about the actual sale.
Hi, everyone. So I'm going to go over the diamond and the gold passes for any new members that want to purchase the gold or the diamond pass. The diamond pass is the first NFT launched by Kaloscope. The pass was limited to 500 passes. The Diamond Pass does come with utility, a lot of utility. For those who don't know what utility is, it's the perks and benefits. First, it will give you early access to the Genesis drop, which will be 1 hour early access to the Aradina drop. And that's huge. Private beta app previews, early access to the app in beta phase, in-app unlockable features, priority when it comes to whitelisting, exclusive Diamond Discord channel. So if you're a Diamond member, we will invite you to the Diamond channel. The perks for being in that channel is that you get the updates first. We will also have invites to future parties and meetups. And then also, if you are a Diamond Pass holder, your name on the Discord is actually blue. So that's how you know you're a Diamond Pass holder. So if there's anybody who is a Diamond Pass holder and your name's not blue, please contact me. The second pass is the Gold Pass. The Kalos Gold Pass is a second NFT launched by Kaloscope with a total of 1,000 editions, which will feature multiple benefits for the collector. Benefits and perk abilities will be similar to the Diamond Pass and will provide additional utility for both and outside within the app. It's also early access to the Kaloscope Genesis drop, which will be 45 minutes. Invitation to the beta test for the Kaloscope app. You'll have a gold member role on Discord. Also in-app unlockable features, and there's going to be so much more down the road for both of these passes that we will tell you that you will get. Another cool utility that I just found out, which I thought was really, really cool, is the Meta Terrace in Dubai. So another utility for both of these passes is the Meta Terrace in Dubai, which Kirk and Christian will talk about a little bit later, but you will get access to the free events, discounts at the bar, and I thought that was a really cool utility. And now to announce the Gold Pass winners. On January 20th, we asked the community to help us vote for the best Kaloscope meme for our logo. We have 2 winners. One of the winners, the Discord name is Tokyo Kid, and the other one is the Twitter handle WoobaWooba07. So if you're listening, contact me. If not, I'll send them a message. Now Kirk is going to talk about the 48-hour sale for the passes. He will talk about when it starts, when does it end, and where and how to buy the passes. Kirk? Kirk, are you there? Dozer, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, I
Kirk.
can hear you.
Yeah, I think I don't know if Kirk, you're muted.
Yeah, just go ahead and Kay, just continue with the utility of the assets.
Yeah. Okay, so since Kirk's probably been rug pulled, so I'll share some cool Easter eggs, some nuggets with everyone, just so because a lot of it hasn't really been disclosed yet. Because what's cool about the project is, unlike now I'm probably hyping up Kaloscope a bit here, but unlike a lot of projects where they don't have a platform, it's just a typical NFT generative project. The best perks they can usually offer are like the standard stuff like certain Discord ranks and whatnot. We have we're building out a proper platform. We've got Venkatesh supporting us on that. So Venkatesh, for those who don't know, he's our advisor. He's supported us with building a lot of the assets. He's also an advisor for Ecomi. So his company, they built quite a lot of the assets for VV as well. So we've got a lot of stuff that we can play with, basically. So in terms of the additional utility, now this kind of links back to what we're building out. So yes, the passes, they'll give you kind of earlier allocation to drop sales. So the gold one, I believe that one gives you around about up to like 30-45 minutes, whereas the diamond is about an hour early access. Now, you're not going to get access to the entire drop, obviously, because that's not fair. You can have technically one diamond pass holder who comes in, they're a whale, they buy everything. That's not fair. There'll usually be like a percent allocated for these earlier pass holders. So maybe 20% of the drop is for these pass holders, and if they don't get it during that initial hour early access, then they have to join the public basically the public lobby, which is for the remaining 80%. Alongside that, many of you guys know I kind of understand what exactly is that appeals to a community. So not just, cool content, not just utility, but also, ways to kind of contribute to the ecosystem. So yes, we are going to be building out essentially what's sort of a metaverse. So for those who want to get involved in that early on, when it comes to sort of the land sales, then yes, diamond passes, gold passes, they will play a role. Along with that, we're building essentially a staking contract with John's help. So you'll be able to kind of stake your diamond pass or gold pass in this case and gain. Let's say gain items, and those items are going to play a key pivotal role within the metaverse that we're building, specifically part of the gamification side. So there are a few different aspects. There's crafting, where you can use these digital, let's just call them digital items. You can use those digital items in order to craft NFT accessories, which you can either sell on OpenSea or keep for yourself, or you can use them to craft let's call them NFT characters. And those characters are essentially going to play a key role in what's essentially a play-to-earn game that we're building. And those characters, they will have kind of randomized stats. So if you have a really good one, then you can always list it on OpenSea. Someone else, if you want to keep it in order to compete in the game, then yeah, that's all cool as well. But like I said earlier, these passes, what's on the article isn't the only utility. I just want to make that clear. Based off of kind of what we're building with this metaverse, with this kind of gamification layer, you can start to see how we add on. And essentially, because we're coming from a place where our early supporters, we want to kind of reward them on an ongoing basis. We will continue to build out perks for them, whilst not giving them a completely unfair advantage as opposed to someone just new and coming into the project. So I think that's quite key to get across. But yeah, I think that covers most of the current and kind of future utility that's being worked on.
Thank you, Kay. And yeah, just one more thing, guys. Like I said, we are having the 48-hour diamond and gold pass sale, so just check it out on OpenSea. We also have we have a list of the mint edition numbers on our Discord as well. So if you head over to our Discord and join our community, you'll have access to those list of editions that are available for purchase right now. And yeah, it's you gotta grab some as soon as you can. It's very limited, and this is the final sale as well. So I think a couple of them has already been sold, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot more utility to this. We'll be revealing a small little gift at the end, especially for those who have a pass. But yeah, so we'll move on to the next section. I think my laptop froze. What's the next section? Sorry, Hera.
Genesis sale.
Yeah, so just to explain about the Genesis sale, the Genesis sale will take place on our website. We are just finishing up the last bit of touches through the team, and I mean, Kay, you want to help maybe like sort of expand on this on the marketplace, I think.
Yeah, sure. So basically, so the rollout of the Kaloscope platform is going to be in quite a few phases. So from next month, probably middle of next month, because right now there's some interesting stuff happening with our partner, Wolf Street Studios. Some people may have seen a leaked partnership announcement, so maybe we'll touch a little bit on that, just the implications of that against us. But yeah, right now they're kind of dealing with a lot of stuff, so we're going to start to see a faster rollout from middle of next month. So what we're going to have is initially there's going to be a website, which gives you a lot more information, because one of the feedback, which I completely agree with, which I kind of, I knew was going to happen, is there's no kind of one place where all of the information has been consolidated for Kaloscope. A lot of people I've spoken to, they've seen it around, they didn't quite get it, but once I spoke to them, then they kind of got on board, and I think there needs to be consolidated place where you can just see everything and have all pieces of the puzzle fit together. And that's going to be first with the website. Now, part of that website is going to be so it's going to be the kind of marketplace. Now, the marketplace is where you'll be able to essentially participate in the future drops. And then an extension of that marketplace is what we call the kind of morphing panel. Now, we are going to be launching a utility token. So again, like earlier with the diamond gold passes, holders do get slightly earlier access to the, let's just say, an allocation of tokens for the Kaloscope tokens. Now, those tokens are a utility token. So from the get-go, we have to have some kind of way for the users to use that token. So with morphing, what you'll be able to do is, if you have our token, you can use that token as a fee in order to create new NFTs. And the way to create those new NFTs is if you're holding a common variant, like the base level, let's just say the Aradina portal, you've got the basic one. If you use our token as a fee, you'll be able to upgrade it. And what version you get is going to be completely randomized. You might get, let's just say a slightly rarer version, or you could get the Kalos variant, which is the rarest version. I think there's literally only going to be like 30 of those maximum, or maybe less. I think it's 15 actually. Yeah, 15 of those available like publicly forever. So if you hold that, then not only are you like one of 15 people who hold like the rarest version of, the Aradina portal in this case, but depending on which rarity you get different perks within the game. And this is all built around this digital economy that we're creating. So if I was to just simplify it, if, say, you wanted to participate in a game where you can earn from it, you might only get 5 chances at playing that game a day, right? If you hold a pass, you might get an extra chance per day at, earning from this game. Or if you have, higher rarity variant of a specific NFT, depending on the type of game it is, maybe it's a game related to that NFT, you might get an increased chance of rewards or an increased percentage of rewards, maybe 10% more rewards, depending on the type of game it is. So you can kind of start to see how everything links together. So yeah, basically that's kind of like how we're essentially trying to expand on this web platform. Now, moving forwards, we're not going to be limited to a web platform, right? The web platform is the initial phase. We're going to have the mobile app followed by the Oculus app. And for those who haven't seen, if you go on YouTube and search up Epico Regal, that's the company of our partner, they've already kind of shown a few teasers of like what a metaverse environment might look like with a wearable. So they've got a video up. I'll try and share it in a second. I'll pin it to this AMA. But alongside that, if you've seen the Aradina space, some of you guys might be familiar with the digital collectible app Vivi, where you have your showroom and you can walk around in it, you can set your collectibles up. If you have a look at the Aradina space we created, it's essentially similar. It's a showroom, it's a digital space which you own. And when I say you own, that digital space is in itself an NFT. So not only do you have this cool space that you can decorate, you can customize with your own NFTs, but you can sell the space, and that space is highly limited. I think there's only going to be 400 of those publicly available, and they look absolutely amazing. Definitely have a look at it. It is pinned in this AMA right now. And within the web platform, what you'll be able to do initially is if you own that NFT, then you'll be able to essentially view it in kind of what I call a camera mode, where you can kind of zoom in, zoom out, kind of rotate it, have a look at it as a model form, or the player mode. So you can actually dive into the showroom. You can walk around in it. You can invite people to come into that showroom with you. You can talk with them in voice chat. I believe there's going to be text chat as well. We are kind of like looking at that. And yeah, you guys can just hang out in your spaces, and then we'll build on it. So then you can start actually adding your NFTs to it. And it'll basically become like what we describe as social media, but within a metaverse. And then essentially you'll be able to take your space, and if you own land within what we're building out, then you can actually place your space within this plot of land, and that's going to build what we might describe as kind of like a city. So everything kind of builds on, everything that we've done iteratively, and that's essentially what we want to do. And eventually we want to be at this stage where users can interact, with wearables. They can be within this kind of environment. If you've ever used VR chat, kind of similar to that, except you can kind of show people your NFT, can play, interactive games together, all of that stuff. So yeah, we have a lot of support in building this, and we've kind of shown some early concept, and then that all links together with our strategic partnerships. So we're going to be announcing more partnerships. Those partnerships can range from working together to create drops around their IP, utilizing tokens. It could be there's a lot of stuff we can play with here, but that's kind of like the scope that we have set out right now. But I think the next stages will be the Aradina drop. Again, like I said, pass holders get slightly earlier access, and our token sale, which I think a lot of people are excited by, and those details are going to be more kind of ingrained within our tokenomics, which is in the white paper, which is going to roll out along the same time as the web platform. That white paper is pretty much complete, but we are kind of formatting it to make it look, prettier. His team is helping us with kind of that side as well. But yeah, that pretty much covers everything, I think.
Awesome. And just as we're talking about the Warfsea Studios and Epico Regal, we have our strategic advisor, Mr. Venkatesh, up on stage. Hey, Mr. Venkatesh, are you there?
Yeah, hi, Kirk. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
I'm good.
Right, that was
I just
quite
wanted
an
to again thank you for coming on.
AMA, I would say. We covered pretty much everything in the 1 hour, I think. It's been quite a long AMA, but yes, it was really nice to hear from Aradina, Tom as well. Especially excited for the metaverse that we will develop, and at one point probably we will have, let's say, Aradina space bought as an NFT, and then you'll have some of your comics on it, or maybe some characters on their space. We can have our characters also on the Aradina space, or vice versa, of like having Aradina characters or women warriors on the Kaloscope spaces that you're building. I'm just looking forward to that, man.
Thank you. Just
Yeah,
also just for the people in the chat, just want to
right.
elaborate about your background because they do want to find out, especially from the VV fam, they want to find out like a little bit about you. So if you can give them just a
Right,
glimpse
right.
of some work you've done, I think that'll be cool.
Right. So, apart from just the fact that I've created Wall Street Studios, we worked with Ecomi right since the start in 2018, and I see that Ecomi has actually generated like good 100 million, and they're doing really well. And since I've been right from the start with that project, I expect the same with Calescope because I see the same scope here, and even much more than everything. I think the metaverse and the amazing spaces that we are developing, the partnerships that are coming on board, the events that we are planning. So just as I spoke about event, we have an event on June 11th, and that would be the first UK NFT and DeFi event wherein we will have all our partners coming and presenting themselves. We would also have like a consolidated AMA that I look forward to, a similar AMA but with all our partners, as in Polygon Studios, Avisa Ventures, Ecomi, and maybe we have even Aradina and all the partners of Kaloscope. All of them in one single AMA, which will probably be the best AMA. I look forward to that, and probably we'll do that sometime during summer. Um, Now, a little about Epico Regal. So basically, it's an entertainment app that we've created to introduce 1,000-year-old ancient legends and superheroes through an entertainment app. Now, the project basically has fascinating ideas and concepts that form the foundation of the indigenous culture, while utilizing NFTs, basically in an innovative approach. And Apart from the fact that we have a game, we are also coming up with our NFT marketplace that we would be launching in mid-Feb. We plan it for Valentine's Day. Hopefully, we should be good by that time. We are just revamping the UX to some extent. And what would this NFT marketplace do is that we would have our collectibles designed and listed as a primary market on our marketplace, which is the Epico market, and then probably trade it on secondary markets like the Kaloscope marketplace, OpenSea as well, to allow monetization. Again, Epico market is a one of marketplace which brings enthusiasm for other marketplaces like Kaloscope and the Epico marketplace itself, with all the assets, namely warriors, weapons, powers, cinematic comics, which is a buzz. Probably have even Aradina's comics on our marketplace as a secondary market for them. And we can actually use all these assets further to buy, sell, hold, and trade them as NFTs. And the best part about our marketplace is that, again, we will have a token that is by the name Epico, which would be minted on Polygon Matic. And the basically the utility that we will have for Epico would be giving like discounts on each collectible that we would list, exclusive NFT pieces and content for those who hold the Epico token, and early access to new collectibles. And like I mentioned, the events that we are conducting, so we will have entry passes for those exclusive events that we will conduct. And also, Epico token can be used as a pass in the Epico Regal Championship that we've conducted previously, and we are planning to conduct more such championships in upcoming months. Again, game assets can be used in the game by purchasing these NFTs, because when you purchase an NFT of Epico Regal, it would come along with some game assets like gold, gems, and the AR collectible or comic as well, along with the NFT that you purchase. There's This is pretty much about the Epico marketplace that we are creating, and the token. But there's a feature known as the Unleash feature, wherein we have got the concept of five elements like earth, water, fire, space, and energy. And these elements basically can be activated by obtaining these Epico tokens, and every warrior collectible can be upgraded once the user actually activates the element. So when, let's say, we have Jamvanta or Veera, basically, who are who are different personalities. Now Veera is more of a fire person, but if you collect like a water element, then you can probably combine it, and you can get Veera in the form of Veera's version in the water element. And we also have the Unleash feature, wherein when you collect all the five elements using the Epico tokens, then the ultimate form of that particular character will be unleashed. Yeah, apart from just that, I don't want to keep you guys long. I think Kirk, Kay, and Dozer, Athena, Omi, Goddess, who is probably the Zina warrior princess of Kaloscope, then Tom. These guys actually covered quite a lot, and they are doing amazing. And I really wish them all the best. And I think at the end of this year, I look forward to them also being valuated in a couple of billions, because we are not really far from that. Looking at the pace that we are going in, and yes, do check out our promo video for the third chapter that we released. Probably the third chapter would be available in the application in the next couple of weeks. And yes, I'm really excited for the metaverse. Like I said, at one point, I'm just looking forward for having some of our collectibles characters basically on the Aradina spaces, on the Kaloscope spaces, so like customized metaverses. And I look forward to these partnerships evolving into something really big. Probably, all we would turn into a platform, with Kaloscope, which is again a social media metaverse platform, and probably push it to an extent where probably we get acquired by Facebook or something, because they're still not in the metaverse space. I would say they're just exploring. They probably will take 5-10 years, or I don't know how long they would take. But then yes, I think we guys are, as startups and new in this space, we've done quite a lot. We have achieved quite a lot, and I look forward to making it really big this year. And yes, stay tuned for February 22, because that date is very special. It's 22 02/2022, and that's my birthday. So we have a few things on that day scheduled as well, and I look forward for conducting an AMA on that day. And that's pretty much from my end. And I wish Kirk and Aradina and all the team members of Kaloscope the very best for whatever they are doing. And I'm here to support them and make this really big.
Awesome. Just a quick one, Venkatesh.
Yeah.
You mentioned a big AMA in London on June the 11th. So with all the partners, Polygon Studios, Kaloscope,
Yeah.
Ecomi. So just to confirm, are you going to try and drag David Yu to that just so you can prove that you're his bro in real life? Because people think people think the pictures are photoshopped. They said his head looks big.
That's really fine. I mean, that's totally fine. I really thank you guys for activating my Twitter account, because I'm not a Twitter guy, and you guys pulled me into Twitter, and you've made it really exciting for me. And I really enjoy Twitter. I'm more of a LinkedIn guy. So if you visit my LinkedIn profile, probably you'll know you can actually find out my background, and you can see like I have a good following there. But thanks to you guys for doing all the stuff on Twitter for us. And yes, definitely I will have I've already invited David to come in person to London on June 11th, wherein even I've called even Dan. So probably both of them would turn up if there are no COVID restrictions. So we can expect them to be in the London UK NFT and DeFi event. And I probably would have the AMA session conducted on June 10th or June 12th, because the June 11th event, which is going to be a UK NFT and DeFi event, would be a physical event in the Samsung space in King's Cross. We can expect David in that AMA, because by that time there'll be quite a lot of things that we're going to do together. And yes, VV is our privileged partner, and I'm really humbled to be part of that project. And yes, we would have David in that AMA, definitely.
Awesome. That sounds pretty fun.
Was so jam-packed. So guys, just remember, this is just the beginning of the journey. We got a couple of months ahead of us, but as you can see from Venkatesh has been leaking some news quite early. Oh my gosh. So thank you so much, sir. I just to push on for one more person to come up. One of our, my good friend and one of our valuable partners, our CTO, Mr. Christian, who's been working behind the scenes. I just want to introduce him to the community because he hasn't been. He's been super busy in the back end, and he's coming in to talk about the Meta Terrace here in Dubai. So, man, please come on. Let's come talk to the community. Tell them what you've been working on.
Thank you, Kirk. Thank you, everyone. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can.
Great. Yeah, so mainly, basically, I work with Kirk mainly on the vision, on the roadmap, the technology. We work closely and on the direction and the plan of Kaloscope. We have a lot coming up, and we're planning on very new cool feature, especially for the Diamond Pass and the Golden Pass holders. Of course, also I work closely with Kay and John on the technology side. And regarding the Meta Terrace, as you mentioned, as part of our consulting company, I have a consulting company called Colossal Bit in Dubai. We initiated a new concept idea, and of course, Kaloscope is part of it, which is mainly it's a Meta Terrace. It's a lounge, club, restaurant experience that mix the reality with the meta.
Chris, we lost you.
I thought maybe it was me. Yeah, I think Chris, you got rug pulled.
Yeah, we can't hear him. So
yeah. Whenever Chris is back, we can just carry on. But just for those who don't know, the Meta Terrace, so it's a real life lounge bar in Dubai, kind of like in the Central Towers, and it's gained a lot of media coverage. If you just Google Meta Terrace, so META and then space TERRACE, there's loads of press releases related to it. A lot of kind of celebrities and brands, they've reached out because there's nothing like it really, like a metaverse themed lounge and bar. So they've got like like headsets. It's kind of like a place where NFT projects can, launch campaigns, which is partly why, a lot of brands have started reaching out. And again, gold and diamond pass holders for Kaloscope, if you hold those passes and you go to, the actual lounge in Dubai, you get some cool VIP perks. So again, that's like real world utility as well. And like I said, the passes are extremely limited. So only a few people will ever really get that. And as we expand on that, I believe, like the meta terrace, it is going to be a kind of like a pivotal real world location for NFT, kind of this whole NFT space. It'll be known as like the place for real life NFT things. And yeah, that's that. If Chris is back, I think he can just carry on talking about that. But
Yeah, and Kay, maybe you can just put up that link. Just pin it to this AMA, and you probably people can read about it. The article that is on College Times, I believe, so they can just read about it as well after this. Yeah. Chris, are you back?
I think he's just connecting at the moment.
Oh yeah,
Keep
he's
getting
just
rug
requested.
pulled
Let me
here.
add him.
We keep getting rug
Okay.
pulled.
Yeah, keeps going
That's really
See, we got to start doing this in the metaverse.
okay.
Go into deep sleep. So it's but Twitter needs to work on their app. It's having many crashes. Yeah. So I got cut out. I was mentioning regarding the meta terrace. I don't know if Kirk you continued regarding this concept. So
Not yet.
we are building a lot of ideas and cool concept regarding this restaurant and lounge, which is it's a physical place. It's in Dubai, the IFC. You can come and visit it, and we will have a metaverse version, virtual version that of course the diamond pass and golden pass holder will have will be beneficial for them. And we're planning to do many cool ideas and concept, but we're not gonna announce everything now. And but this is it mainly. We have many partners that are coming up and will be partnering up regarding these concept, and many other partners that we're gonna be announcing soon.
Yeah, and just to add as well, I haven't seen a lot, but the meta terrace is also going to be accepting crypto to buy stuff at the bar, isn't it?
It's the only place. Yeah, we have already from the beginning. We have payment in crypto and even some NFTs. If someone is willing to pay with his Bored Ape, he's welcome. But fractional NFT works also. So we have many concepts. You can pay with your MetaMask and directly from OpenSea. We are doing some integration regarding this part. It's a very, very new concept.
Awesome. Well, you heard it first here, guys. Thank you so much. And like I said, if you guys haven't, you just knew or just came in, we are doing a 48-hour sale on OpenSea for our diamond passes. We'll be showcasing the edition numbers of that on our Kaloscope official group. So if you haven't joined our Discord yet, a lot of the exclusive stuff is going to be showcased on our Discord, and moving forward, a lot of the benefits moving forward as well. So just to wrap up on everything else, just checking on our schedule here. Yeah, so one last thing, we want to reintroduce Mr. Dozer, our brother, our warrior, the first knight, to just talk about some more, just to wrap up on just tease people on the upcoming partnerships we plan to do.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of partnerships that I'm actually talking with right now as we speak. I mean, I'm going back and forth with messages and setting up meetings with Kirk. I mean, I can't obviously reveal any of them specifically, but me and Kirk have been meeting with many other NFT projects that are going to be. So what we're trying to do in Kaloscope, we're trying to merge the metaverse on OpenSea. So I mean, the next couple NFT projects that we get on board, they're going to hear about Kaloscope. They'll be able to integrate. They'll hear about Aradina. They'll integrate their NFTs with Aradina with the NFTs from their own project, and vice versa. Aradina is going to hear about those projects. So we're trying to be that bridge between different projects on OpenSea and in the metaverse. I mean, if for example, I can visit Aradina in their showroom, and then they can visit Kirk in the showroom from another NFT project, vice versa, and that'll that'll make other people curious about other projects, which is what we want. Because I mean, like sometimes that's how we operate on OpenSea. If you buy NFTs from one project, you'll find something else you like. Like you'll see on Twitter, like people are always retweeting, like, "Hey, check out this project or check out that project." That's what we're going to be doing on Kaloscope, bringing awareness to other people's projects as well. So I mean, some of the projects that I'm chatting with behind the scenes, they got a big following from the VV fam. So I think that's going to be cool, adding them to our list of partnerships.
Yeah, just one other thing, guys. I just got a private message. Somebody is trying to be clever, and they're trying to do a diamond pass sale on OpenSea at the moment. So just make sure that you follow the official Kaloscope, Twitter pages, especially because there's a lot of these people in OpenSea. We're still trying to get the verification on OpenSea for this, but yeah, just be careful. So if you think it's dodgy and doesn't look good, just contact one of their team members. The rest of the team anyway, so we'll respond to you guys. But yeah, just follow the this advice to keep safe. Just follow our links on Discord, and we'll showcase the official sections on there. So yeah, all right.
And I think people are finally realizing how blessed they are to have a diamond pass. I mean, because they're selling for a large amount on OpenSea, and that's only going to keep going up. I mean, there's only 500 of them, and like you guys see on VV and on other projects, scarcity matters. I mean, it's a simple supply and demand, and the fact that you only got 500 of them floating around, that's not a lot of supply for the amount of people already interested in Kaloscope. So, I mean, just once we start growing and we have other drops that everyone wants, those people with diamond passes are going to get priority. I mean, imagine having that on VV drops that are huge now. That's what so that diamond pass is going to be super valuable as we grow and grow and grow.
Do we want to for Diamond Pass holders? Do we want to give them access to our June the 11th event so they can take a picture with David Yu's hairline?
I think we should.
This time we'll probably just pinch him or something to showcase that he's real and he's not fake. Or
Hey, I had a bunch of people message me, "Hey, is this real or is this guy for real?"
They feel his head is too big in the picture. So,
Kirk. So before we wrap up, do you want to open up the floor for questions?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just one more thing, guys. Again, just being safe. Just go to our Discord channel. We should have all the official links for the Diamond Pass sales. I think people are coming up with their own Kaloscope section now, which is funny. But but anyways, just to be safe, contact some of our team members if you're looking to purchase something, and we're here to support, guys. Like we want to grow together. We're very early in the project. We want to make sure that we're here together. So I mean, we got a couple of thousand of people on Discord and even on Twitter, but a lot of big projects start small. And to be this early, there's a lot of things that you can help us as well. So if we're sharing certain things or liking or sharing, it really helps us. And if you believe in the project, then just make sure to interact on our Discord community, because a lot of people behind the scenes have been working super hard, like John, Kay, Dozer, Hera, Ryan, Christian, and Athena. So all of them have been working super hard. Almost every other night to make sure that we have some amazing content for you guys. So just get ready, and looking forward to some questions. So yeah, let's open the floor.
We do have a question from NFT King. I brought him up.
Okay, sure. Hey, NFT King, how are you, my friend?
Hi guys, you alright? Quick question regarding the Diamond Pass. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. I see it's going for on OpenSea for 0.2 ETH. Is that correct? Is that the floor price?
Yes, this is the sale price at the moment for the next 48 hours.
Okay, because there's some going for 0.4 and stuff. Does it matter what mint it is, or?
It doesn't matter, but the reason why we put it as a sale is, the moment you buy it, you're kind of on profit.
Yeah.
Because it'll just
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
Okay, go.
just wanted to clarify. So the ones for 0.4, those aren't being sold by us. Those are being sold by people who got it quite early on. So they're individuals that currently hold the pass. We've set it at 0.2 because we kind of, we don't want to sell it for, the current floor price. We want to sell it for like a very competitive price so it's accessible to everyone. So yeah, some people I think probably are just buying it to flip it straight for 0.4 if they want to do that. But yeah, that's why it's 0.2.
All right, cool. That's all I wanted to confirm. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks.
Okay, we do have another person, Akil. I hope I didn't butcher your name.
Oh, Akil's here.
Well, I just wanted to say to everybody, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. Thank you all for doing this today. This is immensely a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about the project, ensure that people are getting their education, and for us old heads that are buying, and I will say this, I'm buying my first NFT on OpenSea is you guys. You guys are the first one I'm buying on OpenSea. I don't go off VV app very often. I've been down the NFT space, so hopefully it all goes through. We're waiting for it all to show up in a positive way. I'm waiting. I'm waiting because it says it needs to convert to poly. So I was like, all right, well, whatever. We'll see what happens. But I'm very excited for your guys' project and very happy that you guys are doing this for your community. So look forward to it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Akil. Yeah, I know you've been quite a very big, outspoken outspoken voice in this space, with your kind of connections with David Gockstein. You've got your podcast. I know you've hosted a lot of like big people like Jeremy Padua recently as well. So it'd be great to kind of connect a bit more, get you involved, maybe in some capacity with this kind of big AMA we're doing with like our partners, Epico, Polygon, Ecomi. And yeah, like a very, very privileged to have you as the first project you venture into OpenSea with.
Like I just said, you guys you give me a call. Let's figure it out. I mean, we'll be happy to host all you guys on one of our AMAs. But there's nothing wrong with working together to actually get out a bigger message.
100%. Right at you.
Thank you so much, Akil. It's an honor, and we're just gonna give so much utility to this that if you guys are big on Vivi, the diamond passes are Todd, and the golds are our Rizzos. So that makes sense to you guys. Yeah. Any more questions, guys? We're here. We're here for you guys. So let us know anything that we can share to you as well. Anything we missed out?
I've just added Wes to the stage.
Yeah, what's
Sure.
up, Kay? Hey, yeah, I just saw your post on Twitter, and a lot of the stuff you say, you're right. So I'm like, man, I gotta get this diamond pass because Kay's a smart dude, man. I mean, Kay knows what he's talking about. So I went on OpenSea and just bought one. So it's pretty cool. It's always good to get in projects early. And so hopefully this this pass, it's legit, it's very beneficial for, I think it's for future NFTs, right?
Yeah. So people kind of know me as quite outspoken in the NFT space, and specifically, I'll speak up for people who I believe, have a very good point that they made that maybe isn't being heard, or I'll kind of speak out when, I think that people, maybe certain things can be improved on, or also speak out when I think certain things are being done very well. And I kind of understand, like, what people look for when it comes to utility, and also rewarding people who show early support. Like, people who kind of probably have gotten to know me, I'm always very grateful for people who kind of, help me out when, I've had nothing to offer in return. And they just did it, just purely out of faith, belief. So I believe those people should be continuously rewarded, which is why, I'm going to be working quite closely with our partners to continuously embed, perks, benefits, utility, etc. Now, I do feel very privileged that you tend to listen to kind of like the things I say. But as always, I say don't just listen to people on face value. Always kind of listen to them, but then do your own research as well. I think that's also important, and then make a kind of informed decision that way. But again, like very privileged to also have you kind of like follow me and take on board some of the things I say. But yeah, the Diamond Pass, I think, is like I said, it's technically our first NFT that we ever minted, followed by the Gold Pass. So just for that aspect, like I'd say it's got like that kind of sentimental value for myself as well. But yeah, like definitely really really grateful for you to have on board with us. I think Killed got his hand up as well.
Yeah, I actually do, because I'm just I'm like an old curmudgeon. I don't want my money to disappear on me. So if I go to the OpenSea and I see that I'm purchasing a Diamond Pass and I want to buy it directly from you guys, what would be the name or the ownership of that?
It'll be it should be Kaloscope. So the link it takes you to the Diamond Pass, which should be a Kaloscope underscore NFT linked account. I would say the simplest way is yeah, you should be able
Right.
to kind of see it directly from us.
Okay. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll send you a DM, Akil, and then I'll send you a link to our passes, and then that way you can just click buy from there. Okay.
Okay. I know I'm the old guy that's trying to be all like funny about this.
No worries. I mean, this is a brand new space. Like most people, like they're still getting accustomed to it. I'm not the best with using OpenSea, but I managed to figure it out. So I can completely understand. Like you want to do things right. And yeah, it's not a silly question or anything. I think it's a fair question.
Sure. Guys, I think we have to wrap up very soon, so probably just like one or two more questions.
Yeah, we have James.
Yeah, we have James, Nifty Flipper, his YouTube
What's
channel.
up, James?
Big fan.
My homie James.
How you doing?
Hi, James.
How's my mic?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, sweet. I just had like a question for like maybe like a future utility. So I'm working on a project with Dozer at the moment, and you guys were talking about having custom showrooms. Now, currently, like when you launch a project, it's sort of based off Web 2, and you've got to like you attach your website to OpenSea to mint and whatnot. Do you think there'll be a possibility in the future to be able to mint through a showroom? And what I mean by that, you can have a drop party and you could have like everyone in the drop party for that drop. The showroom's already been released before the drop, and then everyone who's sort of in the room can mint from within it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. 100%. Yeah. I've actually thought about something like that as well. Another kind of idea, kind of linking to that, along with the morphing side, is maybe we do like an event in the showroom that's going to be released, and within there's some form of game where you collect certain items, and you need like, let's say those items are like, let's just for sake of argument say it's a cool gold themed showroom, and you play a game where you're trying to collect like let's say like golden ores, and you have to get 100 golden ores. When you've got 100, you're able to mint that kind of golden themed showroom. Obviously I'm just using golden theme, that's like a placeholder. It can, it depends on the brand and whatnot, but yeah, we thought about loads of kind of ways to make these drops fun, enjoyable, and just more like immersive and interactive, because I think people would quite enjoy that kind of thing, and it's quite like, I guess, more bespoke as well to our platform.
Yeah, that's really epic. Like sort of like how we have to jump through hoops to get whitelists, and there's a lot of bots and whatnot. This would make it a lot more fun because you'd be actually interacting with the people who are making the project, and people would feel like they actually have a chance at a whitelist. Because like the reason why we do this is to avoid bots and avoid like high gas fees. But instead, like not everyone can grind on Discord for like weeks. So it'd be nice to be able to give people an opportunity who have like heavy workloads and that to be able to just come to a party and all have a chance and play a game and just drive a hype into the project.
Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah. Yeah, with the point of like like bots and snipers and all this stuff, it's always going to be a tricky one. I'm sure there'll be people who find like exploits, but You know, like I said before, I think some of you guys have read like articles. We're not going in cheap on here with the kind of technology side. You know, we've got the senior blockchain architect from Amazon on our team. You know, John's the lead developer. He also kind of works on the kind of streaming services for Amazon as well. So he's a developer for Amazon. We've got like a very well-known Go chain engineer as well. Been in the kind of NFT blockchain space like since it like before it even formed. You know, he's been a developer for like 25 plus years. He's also supported Ecomi quite a lot. So some we'll probably explain a bit more on that. I think next week. Yeah, we should be next week. So yeah, we'll try our best to like kind of ensure the tech side of it is as smooth as possible, whilst also implementing as many of the community's ideas. Because again, we want this kind of to be community driven as well, in the sense that we'll try and implement as many of the kind of suggestions and feedback and whatnot that people suggest, ideas and things like that, so that, you know, there's it feels like we're all kind of growing this project together rather than us just kind of like, you know, throwing things at you guys.
Awesome. Thanks for answering all the questions, man. I'm super excited about this project. I like picture it as like it's almost like VV in a way, but for you know, smaller artists and stuff like that, and just like be able to compile, and any project that collaborates with multiple projects is going to eventually, you know, get more and more eyes. Super bullish on the project. Thanks for answering the questions. I'll jump down off the stage now.
Dude, thanks, James. James has to hear about it from me every day. We're on a separate chat.
Yeah, thank you, James. Love your YouTube channel, by the way. Yeah, so I guess thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna wrap up now, and thanks for sticking through the end. And for those who are in the end, I love this. Steve Jobs has been an inspiration to me as I grew up, and they have this thing called the one more thing, and that is we're planning to do an airdrop sometime, I think, next week in the coming days. So whoever has a diamond or gold pass will receive an exclusive Kaloscope PFP. So as the popularity for PFP projects is going to be going through, and if you have an official Kaloscope PFP logo, there's going to be some extra utility for that as we move forward. But it's a little gift that we're going to be planning to airdrop in the next for pass holders. So yeah, just an extra little incentive for those who are keeping one. And there's going to be a lot more from that. So yeah, get ready. So the next part is we will be showcasing our, hopefully launching our website, just the front page, so the information is consolidated. Our white paper will then also be revealed. The marketplace should be ready for a bit more testing, and then eventually we will do the Aradina drop. So yeah, so look forward to the next few weeks. February is going to be a very, very big one for us. A lot of big news coming through. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and keep safe. And yeah, thank you so much.
All right, that looks like it's it. I think that's the end of the AMA, so we'll go ahead and stop the stream. So yeah, thanks for watching. Smash the thumbs up button so we break through that YouTube algorithm. And yeah, you know where you can catch their socials. Obviously, Hello Kalo's there. You can go to Kaloscope _NFT on Twitter. Give them a follow. Make sure you follow the official accounts and you don't click on those like spammy OpenSea links, and make sure you purchase safely. If you have any questions, probably just ask Hello K. He should probably know those answers. as far as those go. But with that being said, sounds like a pretty exciting project, and they got a lot of stuff in the works, a lot of connections to, it sounds like they've worked with the Comey, so it's pretty exciting. So I actually bought a Diamond Pass myself while I was streaming, and so yeah, you definitely probably want to pick those up if you're interested, and 0.2 is pretty cheap right now, especially with Ethereum being down. So yeah, those will probably get gobbled up. That like Kay said and Dozer, there's only 500 passes, so it kind of makes sense. Like if you look at a platform like Recur, there's like 50,000 passes. There's only 500 of these diamond passes, and then like I don't know how many gold passes there are, but I'm sure it's limited. But anyways, that's all I got for the stream. I'm going to tune out. I'm going to go watch my 49ers play against the Rams and crush Alex G's Rams. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But anyways, with that being said, smash the subscription bell or sub and bell so you don't miss any more videos and streams like this. And I will see you guys at the blockchain in the next video. As always, be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll see everybody later. Peace.